Hey, welcome back everyone. Or if this is your very first time stumbling onto the channel, welcome for the very first time. You are absolutely in the right place. My name is Amanda, and today I'm your host for this very special podcast episode. We are calling this show Student Life and Beyond because honestly, being a college student is a whole experience. It's not just about studying and going to class. It's about figuring out who you are, what you like, what you eat at midnight, when did last hit, all of that good stuff. So today we have a really fun lineup. I've got two amazing guests with me. Both of them are my fellow students here at Institute Teknologi Garut, both studying civil engineering, and trust me, there's to have so much personality between them. This episode is going to be so good. Alright, let me bring them in. First up, she's 18 years old. She's an only child. She loves horror movies and DJ music. And she has an absolutely iconic test input. Please welcome Tiara Salsa Gila.
Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Amanda. I'm really happy to be here. This is honestly such a cool experience for me. I don't usually get to sit down and just talk like this, so yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, so glad you're here. And our second guest, she is a second semester civil engineering student. She is obsessed with TikTok food trends. She loves matcha more than most people love anything, and she is from the most beautiful sounding place. Please welcome Tita Nurjana.
Thank you, Amanda. I am so happy to be here. This feels so different for just sitting in a lecture room. You know, it's way more fun.
Right? Okay. Before we dive in, I just want to say this is a chill speech. We're not doing a formal interview here. We just three students having a real conversation. So if it gets chaotic, that's kind of the vibe. Let's go. Let's start with the basic. Both of you are studying civil engineering, and like civil engineering is not exactly an easy major. So I want to ask, why? Why civil engineering? Tiara, you go first.
Okay, honestly, when I first chose this major, I was just like, I want to build things. I've always been curious about structures, like bridges, buildings. How does something so heavy actually stand? And I thought civil engineering would answer that, and it does. But it also comes with a lot of assignments and deadlines that I was not fully prepared for.
Oh my god, Sam Tiara. I feel you so much. I chose civil engineering because it always be fascinated by how building and structure are made like it looks so complicated from the outside, but I want to understand the process and yeah, it is complicated but I like it. This Kelly in I want that key question.
I love that, challenging in a way that keeps me curious. That's such a good way to put it. But okay, let's talk about the real stuff. Daily life as a civil engineering student. Walk me through a typical day. Tita, you mentioned you wake up super early.
Yes. So my day literally start at subuh. Around 4:35 in the morning. I wake up, pray and try honestly. After that, I'm kid of just awake. So I shower, have breakfast, and by the time most people are still sleeping, and I already getting ready for campus. My schedule is packed with engineering subjects. I try to add profile and stay energetic because to class are wrong and misleading.
Wait, Tita, you actually wake up fresh at subuh? Because I wake up for subuh too, but then I go back to sleep. For me, morning depends a lot on my class schedule. If I have an early class, I push myself, but if class starts later, I'm going to take every extra minute of sleep I can get.
Tiara, we are little of opposites, but honestly, that's valid. Engineering student needs a rest too.
That's wild to me because I feel like civil engineering students are just constantly like in survival mode. Like, what does the afternoon looks like for you guys?
Okay. So after classes, I usually go home and just decompress for a bit, lie down, maybe just also my phone. Then I do assignment or review my notes. And if I have a group project, which is pretty often, well, I have discussion too. So the afternoon is actually really packed even without formal class time.
Same. I try to finish assessment during the day so I don't have to stress again. But honestly, sometimes the deadline just fill up and you end up doing everything last minute anyway. That just engineering like IT.
Okay, so morning are chaos, afternoons are grind mode, and nights are what? Do you guys actually relax?
At night, I try to wind down. I'll watch something, usually a movie or podcast on YouTube, or I'll put on some music. I'm really into DJ music, so that's my go-to when I just need to stop thinking about structural analysis for 2 seconds.
For me, nighttime is also when I get off on TikTok, which honestly can be the extent because a minute is 10 p.m. and the next is midnight, and I've been witness cooking videos for 2 hours.
Oh, I know that feelings. The TikTok spiral is real. Okay, we'll talk more about that later because I need to hear about those cooking videos. Alright, let's switch gears a little. I want to talk about home, like where you actually feel like yourself. Tiara, tell me about your space at home.
Oh, okay. So I live with my parents, just the three of us since I'm an only child. Our house is not super big, but it feels really cozy and comfortable. We have all the usual rooms, living room, kitchen, bedrooms, but honestly, my favorite place in the whole house is definitely my bedroom.
Yeah, your personal sanctuary. What's so special about it?
It's just mine. I can go in there, close the door, and just exist without anyone bothering me. I also love organizing my accessories in there. I have this collection of rings and bracelets that I really like to keep tidy and display nicely. It's kind of my way of relaxing too, like just arranging things and making my space feel aesthetic.
So that's so cute. Tiara, you see me as someone who has a Pinterest word bedroom, like everything is in its place and I just look nice.
Yeah, I try. I don't know if it's Pinterest worthy, but I like it to be neat. Clutter stress me out, honestly.
I feel that. Okay, Tita. What about you? Tell us about where you live.
So I live in Kampung Nango, which is in Panembong village in the Bayambong district, Garut, and honestly, Bayambong is just really faithful. It's not like I Bashi kitty area at all. The area is fresh, disgusting, and tell something's really good thing about going back there after I long wait at campus.
Oh, that sounds so nice. Like a little escape from the university hustle.
Especially if being to in saving most of my time at campus during the week, coming home to Bayambang when on weekends feels really restorative and atmosphere I just different, more relaxed. I think it pleasing me for the week ahead, you know.
That's honestly so wholesome, Tita. I think having a calm home base is so important when you're a student dealing with stress all week. For me, even just being in my bedroom for an hour after class makes a huge difference in how I feel.
Yes, home really matters. And I think that's something people don't talk about enough. Like, your environment really affects your mental state as a student. Okay, on that note, let's talk about what you actually do in your free time. Okay, hobbies. This is my favorite segment because I feel like hobbies say so much about person. Tiara, you mentioned watching podcasts and horror movies and listening to DJ music. Like that's a very specific combination. I love it. Tell me more.
Okay, so I know it sounds random, but it all makes sense to me. So, podcast first. I really love watching podcast content, especially when the topic is about life or psychology, and I find it so interesting to understand how people think and why they make certain decisions. It's kind of like a window into different people's minds. Kind of, yeah. And then horror and psychological movies are in the same vein. I love being surprised. I love trying to figure out what's going to happen next. And I love that unsettling feeling when a movie really messes with your head. Psychological thrillers, especially, I think they're genuinely impressive as storytelling.
Okay, Tiara, I respect that, but I could not wait horror movies. I'm too much of I come alive. It be sleeping while with the light on for I wake.
It gets easier the more you watch. You become desensitized.
Yeah, yeah. I first thank you.
Okay, and the music, Tiara. Like, are we talking you listen to it, or are you actually into the DJ scene?
Oh, I just listen. I'm not a DJ myself, at least not yet. But honestly, DJ music is like my mood regulator when I'm tired or stressed. I put it on and it just shifts my energy completely. Sometimes I'll listen for hours without getting bored. It's kind of music that keeps you moving even when you don't want to.
That makes total sense. Okay, Tita. TikTok and cooking. The Pomo Queen has entered the cap. The chat.
Okay. Cooking is reject. So healthy. I love cooking like good, but I'm also kind of addicted to TikTok FYP. And Whitney, I see I viral food trend or I viral repeat something in my brain goes, I need to try that. So I look whether is trending.
Give me an example. What's something you've made recently because of TikTok?
Okay, so honestly, there have been so much to viral, could pick random aesthetic snacks, bento box, kids, feel treated. I look I up things. And honestly, sometimes they're amazing and sometimes they are decent. But that part of the fun. The process on thing is what I really enjoy.
Oh, Tita, that's actually such a cool hobby though. You're not just consuming content, you're actually doing something with it.
Actually, and I think cooking is really specific because you have this table rules and at the end, like I've made it this, I can eat this.
Honestly, I need to be invited to one of your cooking sessions, Tita. That sounds amazing. Okay, speaking of food, let's talk about favorites. This is the segment I've been waiting for. Alright, food segment. I always think this tells you so much about person. Tiara, you first. Favorite foods, go.
Okay, number one, without a doubt, chicken noodles, me ayam. I love it so much. It's just such a comfort food. Warm, savory, the toppings are perfect. I could eat it anytime.
Classic choice. Can't go wrong with me. I am. What else?
So this one is very personal. My dad makes this fried rice that is just on another level. I don't know what he puts in it, but it tastes completely different from any fried rice I've ever had anywhere else. And my grandmother makes this perkedel, the potato fritters that are absolutely incredible. And then I also love seblak.
Oh, the homemade food hits different, right? Like nothing compares.
It's not just about the taste, there are memories attached to those foods. When I eat my dad's fried rice or my grandma's crocodile, I feel at home no matter where I am. It's really special.
Tiara, that's so sweet. I think food made by family really does create something extra that you can deeply like, even if you copy the excess effect. It's just with taste the same.
Right, there's something in love. I think.
Okay, Tita, your turn. Hit us with your favorite.
Okay, so my obsessed number one right now is okay chicken. If you have, let it is go. Just go. I'm not joking. The floor is so good, and I think about it more than I thought.
Wow, that's dedication. What else?
Wonton. I love wonton so much. The chicken dumpling, the broth, everything I bought is it the kind of food that just makes you feel better after a long day. And then for drinks, I heard matcha person. Cold matcha, specific, is nothing better than a really good cold matcha to boost my mood. This like my MSL support this like
Okay, the matcha obsession is real with you, Tita. I feel like every time I see you, you have matcha somewhere near me.
I mean you're not wrong. It's a lifestyle at this point.
Okay, so we got Team Homemade Comfort Food, that's Tiara, versus Team Trendy Eats, that's Tita. I love it, but actually, I feel like you guys could agree on Seblak, right? Tita, do you like Seblak?
I love Sablak. Yeah, we exactly have that is come on.
Yes, seblak is elite. It's spicy, it's savory, it's everything. I think seblak might actually be a universal truth.
Okay, Seblak as a universal food. I'm putting on the poster. Alright, before we wrap up, I just want to say this conversation has been so good. You guys are both so real and so interesting to talk to. I could honestly keep going for another hour. Okay, we're coming to the end of today's episode of Student Life and Beyond. Before we go, I want to ask each of you any message you like to share with fellow students who might be watching this. Yeah? Start off.
Okay, yeah. I think my message will be it's okay if college feels overwhelming sometimes. Everyone is figuring things out as they go. Even if it doesn't look like it, find the things that bring you joy, whether that music or movies or organizing your accessories, and hold onto the things that they'll keep you grounded.
I will say, don't be afraid to try new things, even if it's just a TikTok different take my feels. Solicitude could is the time to explore, try no new food, talk to new people, take on challenge every experience you some things, even the one that don't do.
I love both of those so much. And on that note, thank you so much to Tiara and Tita for being here today. You guys are amazing, and this episode has been gonna be so fun.
Thank you for having me, Amanda. This was such a great experience. I really enjoyed it.
Same here. Thank you so much, Amanda, and thank you everyone for waiting. I hope you enjoy getting to know us a little bit.
And to everyone watching, thank you for spending time with us today on Student Life and Beyond. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment. We love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep living your best student life. Bye.